In 1876, a black family in Kentucky owned more land than most white settlers in their county. They were educated, wealthy, and respected. By 1876, he owned 340 acres of prime Kentucky farmland, more than most white families in the county could claim. He grew tobacco, raised livestock, and operated a small mill that ground grain for both black and white farmers. He married Elizabeth, a woman who had taught herself to read using the discarded primers of the white children she'd once served. Together, they raised 3 children: Marcus, 17, sharp-minded, and already attending a black college in Nashville; Sarah, 14, who could recite poetry and solve algebra; and little James, 8 years old, who practiced his letters every night before bed. The Foster family was everything Reconstruction promised. They were proof that black people didn't need white paternalism, didn't need to be controlled or managed or kept in poverty for their own good. They were literate, land-owning, voting citizens, and that made them dangerous, not because they were violent or radical, but because their very existence challenged the lie that white supremacy was built on, that black people were inherently inferior, incapable of self-governance, destined for subservience. Outside, in the darkness, 30 to 40 armed men were gathering. The first shot shattered the front window just before midnight. Samuel grabbed his rifle, the one possession the 14th Amendment theoretically protected his right to own, and rushed his family toward the root cellar. Within minutes, flames were climbing the walls. Samuel Foster fell first, then Marcus, both cut down in the home they had built on the land they had earned. For more than a century, it was as if Samuel, Elizabeth, Marcus, Sarah, and James Foster had never existed at all. But here's what those history books didn't tell you. The prosperity black families built in those brief Reconstruction years was systematically stolen, and the theft was covered up so thoroughly that most Americans have no idea it ever happened. Its inheritance. The inheritance of land seized, businesses burned, families destroyed. And here's the part that should make your blood boil. Those 340 acres the Foster family owned? Today, it's a golf course and a luxury subdivision. The property is worth approximately $12 million.